to it.
Yeah.
These yuccas that are got a couple nuisance rocks. We got to go over here. Right there.
Oh, like that one?
Yeah, like like that one we just went over. So how about watching the road?
I'm looking out at the scenery.
Watch the road.
Okay, so we're out here in the desert now, heading toward our destination. Hi, Steffi. She's having a pickle. So one of the things I want to do while we're out here is I want to test out Gaia GPS. Now, as you guys know, this is a base model Bronco, so we don't get all the cool nav features that the higher end Broncos have. But with the Apple CarPlay, we can tie into whatever we're using on our phones. Now, of course, you can have the regular mapping software, but the only one of the kind of off-road trail mapping softwares that works with CarPlay is Gaia GPS. So I wanted to try Onyx and some of the others, but they don't work with CarPlay, but Gaia does. So and that's what's on the screen right now. Of course, it just looks like a regular nav, but if you look at it kind of closer, you can scroll around and see I have some of my waypoints are already in there that I put on just on the computer before we left. So we're going to use it, and we're going to check it on the way to Bronco Knoll, which is right up here. Oh, that's it right there. So on the way there, we're going to check out some of these other points of interest. So we'll tell you more about those when we get to them. But I just want to let you know I'm checking out this Gaia GPS. I'll let you know if it still works when we lose signal, and if it's kind of a decent alternative for us poor bastards that don't have Ford's bitchin' off-road navigation. All right, so we've stopped here along Bessemer Mine Road. Hey guys. Hey Oscar.
Hello. And Daniel.
And Daniel. Because there's a point of interest right out here in the desert that I wanted to check out. So let's go see it. All right, so we've walked a little ways out into the desert. You can see the Broncos over there. And this spot here, and
kind of a rounded area, huh?
These are actually all over the desert out here, but this is the biggest one. What this is a creosote ring. So if you see these creosote bushes, they're growing in a ring. And what's significant about this is they're actually one plant that's been cloning itself and growing out from the center over the years. And this particular ring is estimated to be over 11,000 years old. One of the oldest living organisms in the world. Over twice as old as the oldest bristlecone pine up in the Inyo Mountains. So the difference is that none of the material that's here is that old. When it started 11,000 years ago, it was somewhere here in the middle, and all of that material, that wood or organic material, is long gone, and these are clones of it that have survived from the same plant over the years. So none of the material is that old, but the organism itself is that old. One of the oldest living things on the planet. Right here in the desert. We drive by it all the time, and a lot of times we just don't even know what's out here. Okay, we've reached our second little waypoint here, and another little point of interest right out here in the desert. This one is historical also, but this is a little bit of human history. So out here in the desert in the 1940s and during World War II, there were a couple of Army air fields over in Victorville, and they were learning how to drop bombs. And out here in the desert, there's 7, I think, of these precision bomb targets. And right here, we're standing on the edge of this one. And they're about, they're probably about a half a mile in circumference. But you can see the old asphalt here. And what it looks like a road, but if you can kind of see that it curves off into the distance. And it makes a huge circle out here in the desert. Now, it doesn't look like much from here, but it's kind of a neat place to come and see. And you can actually find old bomb fragments out here too, if you look around. But if you look on the Google Earth satellite view, you can see it still pretty prominently from the air. I think I'll probably flash that onto the screen for you. But just a kind of a neat place to go see, and see where a little bit of history happened out here in the desert. Another thing is, you're passing by, you just don't even know anything's happening out here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me from the wind noise, but we are here on top of Bronco Knoll, and we made it up here with our buddy Oscar and Daniel. And up here somebody built a little cairn, and then Ford, that wind. Steffi lost her hat. Oh, it's still over there. Ford put this little benchmark in. So it says, let me get out of the sun, Bronco Knoll. All right, after Bronco Knoll, we had a little pit stop at had a little fun down at the Silt Beds. So we're gonna have to hit a car wash on the way back home. But anyways, we came over here to our next little waypoint, which is the Yucca Rings area, Upper Johnson Valley Yucca Rings. So anyways, they have these all throughout this desert, and what they are, kind of like the creosote rings we saw earlier today. These things grow in a circle, and they're a clone of the same plant, and they just the circle gets bigger over the years. And the biggest of these, and I guess this one that we're looking at is probably the biggest, about 2,500 years old. So not quite as old as the creosote rings, only about half the age of the oldest bristlecone pines, but still pretty impressive. All right, we are here at our last stop of the day. This is the Hercules Finger out here in the desert, just north of Lucerne Valley. And it's just a rock formation. Some say it looks like a finger, others say it looks like something else. Okay, so we are at the end of the trail. We've had a great day today. What do you think, Oscar? Yeah. So Oscar's also has a base model, his 4-door back there. It's got the Sasquatch package, a few more goodies than what we got, but he's been killing it all day. In the rear view, when we're struggling, I look back and he just idles up everything. So
it's cheating. It really is.
It's nice to have those lockers and all that stuff. But I tell you what, we didn't have to go around anything today in Chanel.
We both made it out here.
Yeah. That last little kind of section we did on the way up here to Hercules Finger, that was a surprise.
That was a doozy right there.
Yeah, it was actually tougher than anything else we did today. So it's been a great day out here in the rocks and in the desert, exploring, going to Bronco Knoll and checking out all the cool stuff. All these different points of interest that are out here, like the Hercules Finger up here. Just some neat stuff to get out. And if you own a Bronco, these are the places it can take you. So please don't just leave them in your garage and use them for going to the grocery store. Use them for what they were made for. This is really the Bronco's native habitat, and the Bronco's not gonna be happy unless you get it out here and do this stuff with it, right, Steffi?
Correct.
So listen to Steffi. She says wheel it.
You own it, have fun with it.
Get it dirty.
Yeah, get it
dirty.
Get it dirty, which we did today. Actually, a lot of that dust is already blown off. Not on you, but on ours.
Yeah.
So we're gonna work our way back to town, maybe see if we can get something to eat, and probably find a car wash.
There you go.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, like and subscribe.
Rock that's poking up by itself there. I don't know where it's called. Let's see, what's it called?
Hercules Finger.
Hercules Finger.
It looks more like Hercules penis, but we call it Hercules Finger.
Trying to be a little pro-choice for the...
Pro-choice? That has nothing to do with pro-choice.
Oh,
you mean
it's not chicken of the sea.
family friendly.
Family
That's
friendly.
what the term you're looking for.
Pro-choice, though, is the finger. It does look like it's a little rude,
A
though.
little phallic.
Yeah.